you're just joining us, this is Zoe, and we're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. And Zoe's a two-fingered sloth. She's having a little bit of breakfast this morning. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. We have over 125 animals here. We actually have 3 sloths. We have Zoe, Flash, and Dash. We also have Scottish Highland cows, and we have kangaroos. We have some baby kangaroos that you can actually come bottle feed. Tom and Jerry, and then Rosie and Josie. Where's everybody watching from this morning? We're here in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Ohio, good morning, Paige. How you doing? Zoe's enjoying some breakfast. It's a little rainy here in Tennessee, but Zoe gets to always enjoy 75 to 80 degrees, so she's made for that beach life. We're not doing a guest encounter right now, so if you have any questions, I can definitely try to answer any questions that you might have. Can you pet the puppy? Well, you can come here and pet the sloth. And this is Zoe. Zoe is just over a year old. Her birthday was December 16th. Let's see here, Zozo. She's like, I'm ready for the food. You guys see her eating? She's pretty chill. So sloths actually have 46 sets of ribs, 2 sets of 23, and they're attached with a connective tissue, so that way when they fall out of the trees, they don't get injured. It's pretty cool. You want a little bit more, Zoe? You're being real. Well, that's good that you're being real. Guys, we're located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We are open to the public. You just go onto our website at OcoeeRiversideFarm.com and book the adventure that you'd like to do. So we obviously have sloths, but we also have camels and iguanas, kangaroos, Scottish Highland cows. A lot to do here, guys. And we have covered wagons too. That's right, during the summer you got Ocoee rafting. That is right. We are right on the banks of the Ocoee. Just upstream of us is where they had the 1996 Olympics. So there's a ton of fun stuff to do. You guys see how Zoe's just holding on with one claw? She's like, I got this. No big deal. She's thinking about it. Your mother wanted her ashes scattered here. It is definitely beautiful. So with the new Sloth Keeper experience that we just opened, you'd be spending 3 hours with the sloths. So if you want to spend time with all the sloths, you want to sign up for Sloth Keeper experience. You love sloths, they're pretty cool. This is Zoe here. Zoe is 14 months old. Her birthday was December 16th. And then we have Flash. He's a 6-year-old male. And then we have Dash. Dash is only 6 months old and he only weighs 2 pounds. So Dash is pretty small, but he's cute. You want a little bit more, Zoe? Let's see. Do sloths in the wild carry diseases? Well, sloths in the wild have algae and the sloth moth living on them and a bunch of bugs and different things like that. So no, you don't really want to hold a wild sloth. Would they have a disease like leprosy? Rare. That'd be rare. But that's the reason that we don't hold wild animals. How do sloths protect themselves in the wild? Protect themselves in the wild by being quiet, and being slow, not being seen. Also in the wild, they only come out of the tree every 7 to 10 days to use the bathroom. So that's right, so when they come use the bathroom, they actually lose 30% of their body weight. How crazy is that? So imagine you weigh 200 pounds. They're having a 60-pound bathroom break. Pretty crazy. When threatened, can they move fast? I mean, it's relatively fast, right? It's fast for a sloth. But is that really fast compared to a tiger or anything else? No, not really. Why do they move so slow? To conserve energy and so they won't be seen. So they can slow their metabolism down to about 300 calories a day, which is almost nothing. And that's if it's like too hot or too cold. You guys see Zoe munching there? She's going to town. It's not that their digestion is inefficient, but it's normally like they're eating very low energy dense foods, so leaves and things like that. Here in captivity, they get a lot better food than they would in the wild. So in the wild, your lifespan is like 20 or 30 years, and the record for a sloth in captivity was 49 in the Smithsonian and 52 and 54 for in Germany, and that was Jan and Paula. So when they're not getting hunted or electrocuted or losing their habitat or environment, they can live a lot longer. Did Flash make it down?
Not yet.
Oh.
He's now opening the door.
They don't really get overweight. I guess that would be pretty crazy to do to sloths. They're still getting very nutritious foods. We're not feeding them high in sugars, things like that. Also, if we fed them high in sugars, that would increase the bacterial growth, which would affect their poop. So you would have a big circle going on, and that would not work out well with the sloths. That's right, they are not wild in California. They like it to be way too humid. Even where it's warm enough down in Cali, it's not humid enough. Are you done eating? Zoe might be done. She's kind of thinking now. She's like, should I climb around? Do you want some more, Zoe? There's a little bit more right there. You ate almost the whole thing. And this is what she likes to do, is cuddle. Let's see if I can move this a little bit closer and I can see what y'all are asking. There we go. So this is Zoe, and we're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. And you can come here and pet Zoe and hug Zoe. And then we have a lot of other animals too. The cat looks ill. I agree. If this was the cat, we should go to the doctor. I'm trying to turn it so y'all can see just a little bit better. There we go. She needs treats. She just had a bunch of treats. She had rice and a little bit of apples. She had a big old breakfast. And now she is being inquisitive about my drawstrings. You're in the UK? Well, that's okay. We get people from Germany, from London. We've had people from across the pond. How old is she? Zoe is 14 months old. Her birthday was December 16th. Zoe loves to be held though. So if you've ever wanted to come hold a sloth, you can do that here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. And we might be feeding Flash here in just a minute. Sounds like Tatum almost has him down. Hey, Robin in Cleveland, you're really close. You should come visit. Hey, Don, good morning. If you held her, you wouldn't let go. You could book the 3-hour, the sloth keeper for the day. You get to spend 3 hours with all the sloths. Hello in Michigan. Hey, Marla. Zoe, look over here. Zoe. You're in Washington. That's awesome. Used to do a little bit of snow skiing or snowboarding up at Snoqualmie Pass. Well, that's awesome, Robin. You should come up. You'll love it. Ellie from New Orleans, how are you? How'd the Super Bowl go for y'all? How old is Zoe? Zoe is 14 months old. Her birthday was December 16th. What kind of permit do we have to have? Well, we're USDA licensed, and we have over 125 animals just like a zoo. Every state is different for their requirements. But we always advise people to not get a sloth for a pet. They require 75 to 80 degrees, 50% humidity, and a lot of stuff. So it's not a good idea. She is a baby. Let's see. They're big huggers. They are big huggers. They just like to cuddle. How many sloths do we have? We have 3 sloths, and 2 of them can be held, which would be Zoe and Dash. Is their fur soft? Yes. It's not quite as soft as our hair, but it's very similar. Are her claws sharp? Yes, her claws are sharp. I would advise wearing like a thick shirt or a hoodie. How do you find out our prices? Go to our website, ocoeeriversidefarm.com, and you can find out everything you like. We also just started a really cool merch store, and that's ocoeeriversidefarm.myshopify.com. Do we have a place to visit and see all of our animals? Yes, you can come here to the farm, Ocoee Riverside Farm, and we're located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. And you can come see baby Zoe. Zoe came from a veterinarian in Florida. They've been dealing with sloths for over 30 years. Zoe's an ambassador sloth, and she pretty much just fell asleep on me. She's kind of relaxing right now. We have covered wagons here on the property to sleep on, and then we also have cabin, and then we have the camel condo, which is really cool. And with the camel condo, you get a sloth for a roommate. So if you've ever wanted a sloth for a roommate, you can do that here. It's pretty awesome. Hey Angela, we're not in Florida, we're in Benton, Tennessee, or Ocoee, Tennessee. Halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. She 100% fell asleep. She is completely out. Yes, Pablo, you can stay here in the camel condo, and that's right above us, and that means you're roommates with the sloth. So just look up the camel condo, and you can see it, and it's really, really cool, and it means that you get Flash, one of the sloths, for a roommate. And then you can look downstairs and see the kangaroos and the camels. Has a jacuzzi, game room, 3 master suites. It's really, really cool. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Rich. She does give the best snuggles. Hey, Pablo, that holds 10 people. So it has 2 bunk rooms and 3 master suites. So it's a couple bucks, but for 10 people, it's a pretty good deal. What other questions do people have? If you're wondering where we're located, we're in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. You can come here and hold Zoe, hold Dash, feed Flash, ride a camel. You can bottle feed kangaroos. Good morning in Las Vegas, Teresa. How are you doing? Zoe is chilling. Let's see if she's ready to get back in her bed. Thank you, Teresa. Zoe wants some Diet Coke. She's not gonna have it. Well, Ashley, you can come here and do this. You can make it your reality. Hey, Maggie, can they bite? Well, they have a mouth just like all the other animals. So yes, they can bite. So what we do to discourage them is if they're mouthing as a baby, you just kind of rotate your head. Good morning, Nurse Annie. All right, guys, I'm gonna see if we can get Zoe to get back in her hammock right behind us. Ecosystem, yes. Sloths normally have an ecosystem in their fur, but Zoe is not a wild sloth, so she does not have it. Well, Chelsea, come here and make it a reality. You can bottle feed some baby kangaroos, hold a sloth, ride a camel, do a bunch. I'm gonna put Zoe back in her hammock, and then we'll go out and see if Flash is ready to eat. All right, Zoe, here we go. All right, Zozo. As you can see, she's like, no, I want to hang out with you some more. So sometimes you gotta kind of encourage her to climb around. She does a couple false starts. All right, Zozo. You got it. Good job, Zoe. I think it's kind of hilarious how she decides to get in there. So we was thinking about doing some more cuddles. I'm gonna see if Flash is out, which it doesn't look like he's out yet. All right, guys, when Flash comes out, we'll go live again. Talk to you soon.